Looking for the latest technology and business updates? Check out Infotech News, where we keep you in the know. Hello, I'm Stacey Turner, and welcome to this segment of Infotech Live Insights, the show where we discuss critical issues affecting the enterprise and provide access to solutions and best practices. Today on Infotech Live Insights, we'll be talking about the proliferation of fraud on the internet and how it is affecting enterprises worldwide. From phishing to customer credit card theft, one thing is for sure, hackers are no longer in it just for the glory. They're in it for the money. And if your company keeps sensitive information such as credit card numbers, social security numbers, or credit scores, you're at risk. Our investigative team looked into this topic to find out how it's impacting today's enterprise and what you can do to protect your company.
Fraud management continues to be a mission-critical function as global statistics show an increase in both the number of incidents of fraud and the loss per incident. In the United States, the Federal Trade Commission identified a 34% increase in total fraud between 2003 and 2005, when the fraud bill reached $648 million, and has recently reported that fraud cost $1.2 billion in 2006. In addition, the Association for Payment Clearing Services revealed that online fraud losses in Great Britain increased 55% in 2006 over 2005. To confirm this, we reached out to Sunil Bhargava, Vice President of Project Strategy of Intellatactics, a leading company in the fraud protection market.
The Federal Trade Commission projects that losses from fraud will exceed $1 billion in 2007. And a brief check of the headlines tells you we are off to a strong start this year in fulfilling this prophecy.
While compliance has created more attention and spending to prevent fraud, sound management is essential to both protect the organization and prevent erosion of marketplace trust. Those that do not focus on fraud management are impacted twice. First by the initial loss, then again by attracting perpetrators thwarted by better equipped organizations. As executives battle to protect their organization and maintain trust, they need a holistic fraud management strategy that goes beyond point solutions to include a layered integration of technology with people, policy, and process. Again, Sunil Bhargava of Intellatactics.
Well, first is the recognition that fraud prevention and detection requires strong network security and processes for identifying and stopping malicious insiders. Second, there is the recognition that fraudsters are capable of developing very complex scenarios. A recent example is an interesting one to dissect. It involves the Nordea Bank in Sweden. They had a crime syndicate target their online banking customers with a Trojan carrying email. Because some of the customers had unsafe computing practices, they enabled the Trojan to steal their online credentials, and these credentials were then used in a fraudulent manner. The customers were careless, but the bank was expected to, and did, reimburse all the affected customers.
With increased scrutiny from the press, regulators, consumers, patients, and other clients, CISOs are asking questions like, what's the best approach to protect against fraud? What technology do I need in my arsenal? Where do I begin?
The first obvious step is to limit access. Application access can be controlled with strong authentication, like the layered authentication suggested by the FFIEC guidelines. Data access, on the other hand, is controlled by policy, written to encompass organizational risk. Policy that authorizes access based on roles and responsibilities, and then adds authentication. The second step is to limit exposure. Two examples for limiting exposure are transaction limits and the case of financial services, defining financial limits per transaction.
It's been said that no one technology can 100% protect an organization from fraud, and the introduction of other devices hitting the network, such as PDAs, phones, and other endpoint devices, adds to this challenge. Many experts suggest that successful fraud management strategy begins with sound policy and that you should look to fortify your security products or solutions by layering them with process. If you'd like more information about this topic or how you can protect your organization, be sure to look for the link below labeled Featured Podcast, or visit our site and hear one of the leading companies in this area, Intellatactics, dissect this issue. I'm Stacey Turner, and this has been Infotech Live Insights, and we'll see you next time on the Infotech Live Network.